Now in here we have what looks to be another insane watch from Chinese brand Merkur. This time it's some sort of World Time watch that they just released. I saw this one on their AliExpress store and asked if they could send it my way, and they kindly agreed, so thanks to them. You'll find a link to it in the video description. Let's get it open and I'll show you why I was so excited. And hopefully this one looks as good in person. Unusual strap, actually. So here it is, the new World Time watch from Merkur. And it just seems to be a recurring theme with this brand at the moment. Everything they seem to make just looks such high quality for the money. This one is £150 approximately on AliExpress. You can get it for a bit less with the occasional discount code you can get. And I'm sure I've seen it cheaper than that. I'm sure I've seen it closer to 100. But either way, you can see why I requested to take a look at this one. Because it is a looker. It defo doesn't look like a £150 watch. Really defined sunburst in the centre. Bit like the watch I viewed a while back. And as you can see from the text on the dial, it's also mechanical. It's also got some other party tricks, including this. Look at this, a rotating internal bezel, which I guess is why it's called the World Time, allowing you to track another time zone there. And that is screw down as well. And then you just have the more standard crown there for your hand adjustments. That one isn't screw down, which is mainly because it's mechanical. Now, it says on the listing here that the movement inside this is just called the M01D, which I think is the same as one of the ones in a previous watch of theirs, which I've already got footage of. It's essentially a in-house manufactured Chinese standard movement, or the Tongji movement. So it's definitely not the best movement, but I will say that Merkur's manufacturing of it is the best I've seen. Definitely much higher quality than the movements used in other watches like those from Sterling Original, for example. Much nicer detailing and support plates, and I expect this one to look the same under the hood. There's a domed crystal, very domed crystal there. I think that's just mineral on this one. So yeah, it's just a hardened mineral crystal they're saying here. It is full stainless steel construction though, and very nicely built, very precise angles and edges, as you can see. Predominantly a brushed finish this time. And if you're newer to watches, these blue kind of stickers, or it kind of feels like ink, to be honest, half the time. This will come off and peel off with a bit of effort. 5-bar water resistance. And what is this? A 20mm lug width? Yeah, 20mm. And I've just noticed it's got an unusual handset, this. Looks like standard Dauphine hands, but it isn't. The hands themselves aren't angular in any way. They're curved. So they might go to a point, but they're also 3D and they're fully curved on the top. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Really quite unusual. And then also, atop the pinion is like a cover piece as well, which just makes the whole thing look neater. Now, these are becoming more and more fashionable, shall we say, as of recent months. And it does clean up the look from above even more. Get the sizing in a moment. Really love that inner bit of the dial, and the colour combinations I think work really well on this one. Almost like a good dress option that isn't like a super minimalist dress option. Strap's a bit unusual though. So, because of my filter on my lens, you can't see it so well. But if I do this, this is what the strap kind of looks like. It is black, but in certain lighting conditions, it goes really light. It's almost like the Saffiano leather finish here, with that almost like croc skin crosshatch pattern. But this particular one is quite a shiny surface, I've got to say. So, not the biggest fan of that. Quality-wise, though, it feels actually pretty good. As you can see here, genuine leather, and it's a taper from 20 to 16. Even has quick-release tabs as well. It's also a fully backed leather strap, and it's even got edge paint too. So while it does feel a little bit rubbery, I mean, it's actually pretty good for the money. Quality-wise, at least. No strange buckle this time either, which is good. I'll leave a link to this watch in the video description if you want to check it out. As for sizing, across the middle, what have we got? Just a hair over 38, about 38.4. Lug to lug, 46.6. And thickness with that really domed crystal, 13.3. So it's still quite thin. If you took that away, it'd be about 9.6, which is pretty thin. Here's a closer look at the case and the dual crowns. These Chinese brands always offer the best bang for the buck as far as materials and construction goes. These basically come directly out of the factory, hence why the movement in the back is made by Merkur themselves. I just can't get over how good these look for the money, all these Merkur watches. As for how reliable that movement will be in the long run, well, there just isn't the data to say at the moment. This isn't a brand that's been around for ages. I have to say I have seen them around for at least 5 or 6 years, but it's not like the likes of, Seiko or Citizen who make Miyota movements. So I couldn't tell you exactly, and also, even though the movement is like a remake of an existing Chinese movement, because often they come from different manufacturers, it's hard to say how well or how long each of them last. But to be honest, at this price, and given the movement it uses, if you did run into a problem with the movement, like with some of these other cheap movements, the watchmaker could probably just swap the movement out for you pretty easily. It wouldn't exactly be expensive, but there's a look at it on the wrist, whereas exactly as the size indicates there on that one. This is on my 6¼ inch wrist. The whole package just looks so much more premium than the price would indicate. Definitely does. I mean, it'd be even better if it were closer to 100. And also you have to bear in mind these days, tariffs, how we love tariffs. Given that these watches are usually shipped straight from China, tariffs may affect your overall purchase price. So do bear that in mind. I mean, if you're from European countries, you've probably been used to that for a good while anyway, or the equivalent. We have to pay VAT here in the UK on loads of purchases like this. Just check before pulling the trigger on anything, but as a whole, I think that's just another banger, to be honest, from Merkur. Now, this may be a copy of something, I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know in the comments. I mean, there's no watch I can think of straight off the top of my head that looks like this, or at least not like a modern watch. Maybe it's a recreation of a vintage one. Definitely slim enough on the wrist too. So yeah, that's your first look at the new Merkur World Time. Another budget bargain. If you want to stay up to date with the latest affordable watch releases, definitely subscribe to our channel and consider signing up for our newsletter too. I have this bi-weekly newsletter, so every 2 weeks I'll keep you updated with the latest watch releases and give you my general first impressions on them. Yeah, really pleased with this one.